Before the first spark of life, before the gods reigned supreme, there was only chaos, a yawning void where fire and ice clashed endlessly. From this cosmic battle came Ymir, the first giant, and a sacred cow named Ordamla. Together, they shaped the destiny of the world. Stick around till the end of the video to learn a bonus fact about Norse myths I'm sure you didn't know. Imagine a time before time itself even began, when nothing existed, no sky, no earth, no stars to light the heavens. All that there was Ginnungagap, the great primordial void. It was a vast, empty chasm, a void so infinite that not even the faintest echo could be heard. No light, no land, no sky, just a place of stillness, where all things were yet to be born. On the north side of this chasm was Niflheim, a realm of unrelenting frost and freezing mists. Its icy rivers coursed through a barren, frozen wasteland across the darkness. Opposite it in the south burned Muspelheim, a searing realm of unquenchable fire, ruled by blazing flames and seething chaos. For ages untold, these two forces, frost and fire, remained apart. But eventually, they began to collide at the heart of Ginnungagap. Sparks flew, ice melted, and from this divine clash, life emerged. From the melting ice came Ymir, the first being. He was no gentle giant, his every breath was a storm, his every movement a tremor. Ymir was chaos personified, the raw essence of creation and destruction intertwined. When Ymir slept, strange and wondrous things happened. From the sweat of his underarms, two beings emerged, twin giants, male and female, who would become the ancestors of the frost giants, a race steeped in primal power and destined to challenge the gods. But that wasn't all. From the friction of his legs, a third being was born, a six-headed giant, an even more fearsome embodiment of Ymir's chaotic nature. These creatures, born of his own body, stood as testaments to the raw, unrestrained power that Ymir carried within him. But even this mighty giant needed sustenance. From the eyes, Ordamla, the divine cow, emerged. Her milk flowed endlessly, nourishing Ymir, allowing him to grow in power and stature. Ordamla, however, was more than just a provider. As she licked the salty ice blocks for her own nourishment, something astonishing happened. From the eyes, she uncovered Vili, the first of the Aesir gods. Her tongue worked tirelessly, sculpting him from the frost until he stood tall and godlike. Vili's presence marked the first step toward divine order, a stark contrast to the chaotic essence of Ymir. Vili, the first god, fathered Bira, who united with Bestla, a giantess descended from Ymir. Together, they brought forth three sons, Odin, Vili, and Vili. These brothers were destined to change everything. They gazed upon Ymir, their chaotic ancestor, and saw a threat that could undo all creation. Ymir's existence was a storm without control, a force too wild to be tamed. The brothers knew that to create order in the cosmos, they had to destroy the source of chaos. And so, the stage was set for one of the most pivotal battles in Norse mythology. The battle was ferocious. Odin, Vili, and Vili attacked Ymir with the combined fury of gods seeking to forge their destiny. Ymir's roars shook Ginnungagap itself, his immense form thrashing in defiance. But even the mightiest giant could not withstand the divine resolve of the three brothers. When Ymir fell, his blood flowed like rivers, drowning countless frost giants who shared his chaotic lineage. His death was not just an end, but the beginning of something extraordinary. The brothers looked upon Ymir's massive body and saw the raw materials for creation. With Ymir's body, the gods shaped the world. His flesh became the earth, lush and fertile. His blood turned into the oceans and rivers, filling the void with life-giving waters. His bones were used to form towering mountains, and his teeth became the jagged rocks scattered across the land. Even the heavens were born from Ymir's sacrifice. The brothers took his colossal skull and raised it high, crafting the sky itself. His brain was scattered, forming the clouds that drift across the heavens. But the gods didn't stop there. They created the 9 realms, each one distinct, each one unique. These realms would be the homes of gods, giants, elves, and men. At the center of it all, they planted Yggdrasil, the great world tree, whose roots reached every corner of existence, binding the 9 realms together. Yggdrasil is not just a tree. It is the lifeblood of the universe, its roots nourishing the worlds below, while its branches connect the divine realms above. Ymir's death wasn't just the end of chaos, it was the birth of order, the very foundation of all life. As the world took shape, the gods knew it was time to bring life into their creation. The land was rich and fertile, but something was missing. Odin and his brothers, Vili and Vili, looked out over the earth and decided to shape to beings humans to walk upon it. They found 2 lifeless trees, Ask and Embla, washed up on the shore. Odin breathed life into them, and their hearts began to beat. Vili gave them the gift of thought and reason. He bestowed upon them the gift of sight, hearing, and speech. With these gifts, Ask and Embla became the first humans, and from them, all of humanity would descend. While the gods shaped the world from Ymir's body, other creatures emerged to populate the realms. First came the giants Jotnar, born from Ymir's blood and the primal chaos that birthed him. The dwarves were born from the maggots that crawled through Ymir's decaying flesh. These maggots were imbued with life by the gods and were given consciousness and form. They became the master craftsmen of the Norse cosmos, dwelling in the dark depths of Svartalfheim. From Ymir's bloodline and his remains, the frost giants and other giant kin emerged. Giants, the dwarves, the gods, and humans all owe their existence to the raw, untamed power of Ymir. But his essence didn't vanish entirely. The giants still carry his wild, chaotic spirit, forever at odds with the gods who sought to tame it. Stay tuned, because up next, we'll dive into another cornerstone of Norse myth, the mighty Yggdrasil, the axis of the cosmos itself. Oh, and as promised, here's a bonus. Did you know that Ymir's blood, which became the oceans, was said to have been so vast and wild that even the gods feared to cross it without help? That's why they relied on the craftsmanship of dwarfs to forge mighty ships like Nagvar. But more on that another time. Until then, remember, even in chaos, there is creation. See you in the next chapter of the mythic journey.